Leaders from the Economic Community of West African states met in Nigeria on Tuesday to try and put an end to the political instability in the region. The need for the meeting was demonstrated just 2 days later with a military coup in Niger. President Mamadou Tanja, democratically elected in 1999, was overthrown by the Supreme Council for the Restoration of Democracy, led by Salou Djibo.
The security and defense forces have decided to face up to our responsibilities and put a stop to the tense political situation here.
President Tanja began to irk Niger's political classes last summer. As his mandate approached its end in August 2009, he had the constitution modified by a referendum, allowing him to stay in office for 3 more years. To get his way, he first had to dissolve the parliament and the constitutional court, thus brushing aside Republican institutions that had helped him remain in power for 10 years. In trying to cling to power, Tanja ended up losing support from the international community, and he's now reportedly detained in a military facility. It's not the only country to recently experience a coup. A military junta seized power in Guinea in December 2008, led by Dadis Camara. Months later, in September 2009, junta soldiers killed more than 100 protesters gathered in the capital city's stadium. It was an act of repression that was condemned by world leaders. Camara blamed so-called rogue elements of his army, along with Abubakar Diakité, better known as Tumba, pictured here standing behind him. In revenge, Tumba tried to assassinate Camara. The junta leader was badly wounded and taken to hospital in Morocco. He's now in voluntary exile in Burkina Faso. Last month, Guinean Defence Minister Sekouba Konate was named president of the transitional government. Jean-Marie Doré, a senior opposition figure, was appointed prime minister. It'll be his job to organise the presidential elections in June, and no junta member will have the right to run as a candidate. Adding to West Africa's political chaos is the Ivory Coast. Their presidential elections have been repeatedly postponed since 2005, even though they were intended to end the political crisis triggered by a failed coup in 2002. Elections set for March 2010 have also been cancelled. On Friday, Ivorian President Laurent Gbagbo dissolved both the government and the Electoral Commission. Former rebellion chief Guillaume Soro has had his premiership renewed, and he must form a national unity government. The opposition says this is a coup in disguise. The Prime Minister's asked Ivorians to remain calm, but on Friday clashes broke out between police and demonstrators. Several people have been killed in Ganoa, a Laurent Gbagbo stronghold.